There's something that most people don't talk about when they come to Southeast Asia, whether it's for a holiday, a few weeks, or a lifetime. They don't talk about what it really means to never be fully understood here. Not just the language, but the culture, the values, the inner logic that makes people tick, the things they find important that we can never even think about, and vice versa. You can be respectful, polite, and generous. You can learn basic Thai or Tagalog, or even dive deep into the culture. But at the end of the day, you're a foreigner in a foreign country, and that will never change. I think that's why we expats keep talking about it. We make videos, we write stories, we sit around at beer bars swapping tales. We're trying to figure it out. Not just the culture, but ourselves. Because this place, it's beautiful, exciting, addicting, and completely perplexing. We're not alone in that feeling. Most of us carry around the same unanswered questions, the same emotional bruises, the same quiet awareness that no matter how long we stay, we're never really gonna get it. And that's okay, but we need to be honest about it. You can live here for years. You can marry a Thai woman, raise a child, learn how to why, how to bargain, and how to smile through the awkward moments. But there's a part of you that will always be watching from the outside, because Southeast Asia isn't the USA. It isn't Germany or Australia or London or Toronto. It's not the West. It's not built on the same assumptions and not driven by the same logic. And that means you'll never be truly in it, not the way a local is. And they won't truly understand you either. Even the kindest Thai woman or the most affectionate Filipina, she can't know what it felt like to grow up in your world, just like you'll never know what it felt like to grow up in hers. You might both be kind, you might both be sincere, but the maps in your heads are completely different. There's this woman I still remember from back in the US, a Thai woman working in a local drugstore. She was probably in her 30s when I first noticed her. She's probably in her 40s now. She had that distant, unreadable look in her eyes. Quiet, graceful, polite, but always slightly apart. We'd exchange small talk, a smile, maybe a little more if we had time. There was something in the air between us. Something that felt like connection, but couldn't grow because we couldn't really communicate. Not in the deeper ways. So we just ended up staring off into space together, friendly but frozen. And I'd see her trying to deal with customers who were loud, rude, and impatient. People who argued about expired coupons, 10 cents here, 3 cents here, and she couldn't fight back. She had no tools, no cultural armor. She was alone. That's the same feeling many of us experience here, but in reverse. We smile, we try to understand, we nod politely, but deep down, we're not sure what's happening. We don't know what just went unsaid, what line we crossed without realizing it. And we stay a little quiet. We observe, we drift, we adapt in small ways, but never fully. And it's not a tragedy. It doesn't have to be, but it is the reality. That's why expats need each other. Not just tips on visas or advice on which bar to avoid, but for something deeper. We need people who speak our emotional language, who get the jokes, who grew up on the same music, the same frustrations, the same struggles. Because we're not just strangers in a foreign land, we're survivors of our own pasts. And many of us, especially those who grew up in the 60s and 70s in America, we carry a different kind of history. Back then, there were places in the USA where you didn't belong, and everyone let you know it. You'd walk into a restaurant and feel the room turn cold. Heads turned, eyes narrowed. A silence would fall, sharp and deliberate. It didn't matter if you were polite. It didn't matter if you had money. You weren't welcome. A lot of us who grew up in that era know exactly what I'm talking about. And now, as expats, we find ourselves in a different kind of exclusion. Quieter, less hostile, but still isolating. We know what it's like to not belong. And we know what it's like to carry that feeling across oceans and into tropical cities full of smiles. Here in Southeast Asia, you can build a good life, a beautiful life. You can fall in love, start over, find peace, but you have to do it with your eyes open. You have to understand that you won't understand, and that's okay. It's not about giving up. It's not about accepting your place as a respectful visitor in someone else's world. You can still laugh. You can still thrive. You can still be moved by the kindness of people who will never truly know what it means to be you. And when that happens, when you accept the mystery and stop trying to solve it, you might finally find a kind of peace that eluded you back home. Because sometimes the closest we ever get to belonging is being understood by someone who knows exactly what it feels like not to. Hey guys, do me a favor. Hit the like and subscribe button, and even if you don't do that, I still drink coffee and it sure would help. So there'll be a link right here, right now. Buy me a coffee. It's a really good way to keep us together. Well, that coffee keeps me together. Poor Man's Passport Guide out.